Hello everyone, welcome to the Elliott Wave Desktopcast.com YouTube channel. This is Henry and today is Tuesday, October 25th. The time is around 2:30 a.m. GMT. So today we're going to be looking at the chart of the Nasdaq. This is a 45 minutes chart, which is similar to the 60 minutes 1 hour chart here. Now when we look at the market, depending on the way we trade, usually what happens is, let's say we are looking at the 1 hour time frame, then what we need to be concerned about is really the direction or the trend in the higher time frame. So in other words, if we are looking at the 1 hour, then we are concerned about what will be in the right side or the main trend in the 4 hour, right, or in the daily time frame. Every different time frame might have different sort of expectation, different trend. So for example, the 1 hour, for example, can be going up like what you see here, but the 4 hour can be going down, and the daily can be going up, the weekly can be going down, and so on. So it really depends on the time frame, depends on what time frame you plan to be trading. You need to look at the higher time frame to understand the right side of the higher time frame, and then it is wise to follow the right side in the higher time frame when you are trading. Okay, so here in the 1 hour time frame, we can see we're looking for actually for the rally, and the arrow is turning up, which means technically it's not really considered to be bullish, because if it is really bullish, it's usually green color. The way we give the visual sign is going to be green with a right side up. So here we ended with A here, as you can see. So that means we are currently within with B in the blue degree, and within with B it subdivides into a WXY, which is a double zigzag. So we have this ABC ending W, and then this is your X, and then now looking for the Y leg, which is should be in another ABC. So all in all, as long as we stay above 10,485, we should be looking for the upside, right? So that's the idea, to finish this WXY, and once we finish WXY, that will end with B and then starts to go down. Now just by looking at the 1 hour chart here, you will know what exactly is the higher degree trend. The fact that this is an A, right, and then WXY, which is a corrective structure, that tells you the right side is actually lower in the higher time frame, because this is an A, so that should be ending the B and then should be going down. So this WX is a corrective structure, not an impulse 1 2 3 4 5. So again, just by looking at one time frame, we can actually already figure out what exactly is the trend in the higher time frame. But we're gonna take a look here, zooming out on the daily to give some more ideas about what we are looking at. And here is the daily time frame, right? So let me copy some of this count here. This is an A here, right? This is an A. All right, so let's just stop here and look at the structure here. So I can see the all-time high November 22nd. So if you look at this structure here, all right, try to draw some sort of channel. You can see a break above the channel here. So this is going to be a new cycle. This belongs to the same cycle from November 22nd all the way down to June 17, right? And over here, this one is August 16. All right, so let's take a look from November 22nd down to June 17, right? It looks like, if you look at it, it looks like you can either try to call this 1 2 3 4 5, but the 4 and a 5, it looks a little bit it's kind of, it could be either counted as 1 2 3, right? You can either count it as a 1 2 3, right, or you can count it 1 2 3 4 5. I think 1 2 3, honestly, it looks better to me than 1 2 3 4 5, because that 4 here looks to be a bit too shallow to be counted as a 4 and a 5. So let's double check the extension here. This 1 2 3, you notice here it finished at the eagle leg 100%. So that actually gives a indication this is actually corrective, because otherwise it would have been extending to 1.618 and so on. So this decline is actually corrective, right? 3 swings ending at 100% and using the reaction higher to correct these 3 swings. So all in all, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it breaks below this June 17 again. So this is what we call a 5 swing sequence, right? And in that case, it is incomplete, right? So these 3 swings here, that becomes a bigger cycle, and you got this new cycle that breaks the trend line, and then you got a new cycle again that breaks below the previous low. So you got a lower low sequence, and if you just measure the extension from the peak to June low projected from August peak, you will have a 100% target on the downside, 8,080. So all in all, what I'm trying to show here is the larger time frame is showing a lower low bearish sequence. Now if you don't understand all this and all you care about, all you look at is the 45-minute and try to trade every single swing, you're missing the whole point, because the path can always change. The path can always change, but we need to understand what will be the right side, the main trend in the higher time frame, because we want to be always participate in the direction of the main trend. Now if you ask, so why don't we, if we know for sure it's going to go up, why don't we try to trade every single swing? Well, it depends. If if you're trading the 15 minutes, then yes. If you're trading the 15 minutes, then you use this one as your higher time frame and it is expecting to go up. But I'm looking at the 1 hour time frame, so I have to look at the higher time frame, which is the 4 hour daily and so on, to give me an idea what is actually in the right side, right? So if I look at the daily, the right side still remains lower, so that's the right side, that's the main trend. So then when I look at the 1 hour, and yes, it can see more upside, but that's not really what I'm should be focusing on, because again, always looking at the higher time frame as the direction. So in this case, the question is, okay, if we can really see further upside, because the right side is the lower, the sort of the stream, you can think of it as swimming in the stream is still downwards, right? So you don't want to swim upstream when the current is downstream, because then sometimes the current is too strong, the downstream current, and it swipes you off, and it fails to extend higher because you are swimming against the trend, right? So here, assuming we can really go to a full target on the upside, what will be in the target, right? So if you look at the daily, so then that means if from the A, if I copy in the W and the X, it will be here. This is the W and X. So then that means if we can go to a full target on the outside, then that will be somewhere like a WXY here from the lows, right? Something like this. So we can go all the way up to somewhere around 11,863, 12,441, and from here we might potentially fail again, because again the right side still is to the downside. So this 7 swing rally can fail and go down again like this, and this could be a Y of B, right? This could be a Y of B ending here and go down to new low. So that will be the target for before sellers come in, right? And the right side is still lower, if we can go there, of course, because again the right side is still lower in the higher time frame. Now there's another possibility, is that this 3 swings rally, it could be only ending the W here, and you gotta pull back like this and do a bigger 3 swings rally, which really doesn't really change the main idea. If we do a bigger 3 swings rally like this, it's still gonna be the same idea. The right side still remains lower, and all it is doing is just doing a bigger 3 swings rally before going down. But all in all, you don't know for sure how big or how deep the 3 swings rally is going to be. We will always assume in the direction of the main trend that any 3 swings, we will always take the most aggressive view. So this distribution strategy, we will assume that will be the end of the correction, because I think if you are looking at with P, if you do retracement, this is not a shallow retracement, already reaching 38.2 50%. So there's a good chance actually that the next 100% it could be already in the end of the entire correction and starts to go down again. Otherwise, if it extends a little bit deeper, then it can become only the W here, and then you got an X, and then you got a Y again, and going higher again before going lower to resume this downtrend right here. Okay, so that's the update for today from the Nasdaq. And as always, if you want to get regular updates on indices, stock, Forex, cryptos, you can always join our service. We have for the index trial. The link is in the description of the video. So I'll see you all again next time, and have a nice day, everyone.